What up, Giants fans? You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and we're about to get into a mailbag where I answer all of the subscribers' questions, which aired on our live show on Wednesday. Make sure you're a subscriber so you can join our live show and have your question answered. We only answer subscribers' questions, and have your notifications turned on so you can join us next time or next week when we go live on Wednesday. Gritty Guapo. Wow, I love that name, and I love seeing you in the comments section. One of the most faithful guys always tuning in. Do you think Bradberry joined the Eagles to piss off the Giants? I do. I don't know if it was to piss off the Giants, but I think he was pissed off by the way things transpired. The Giants, they did what's best for them, which was to hold on to Bradberry as long as they could. Hopefully a trade were to come. It didn't come. But they held on to him past the NFL draft, past the NFL free agency period, where the money had dried up. But look, he's still got a sizable deal. $10 million, $7.5 guaranteed. I love James Bradberry, but it does suck that he went to the Eagles. Felt like kind of a stab in the back, but if I was a competitor, I played in the NFL and a team cut me, I'd love to go play on a team that played him twice. Now the Giants are going to do that. They're going to play Bradberry twice. Good luck to you, James Bradberry, covering Kadarius Toney and Wan'Dale Robinson. Flag spin, my guy. What up, bro? Do you think the Giants will sign another corner, maybe like Xavier Rhodes? I do. I don't know if Xavier Rhodes is the guy. I'm sure they'll add couple more corners to this depth chart. Xavier Rhodes played pretty solid last year for the Indianapolis Colts. Looked kind of washed at the end of his time with the Minnesota Vikings, but kind of had a little bit of a resurgence with the Indianapolis Colts. I wouldn't hate if the Giants went and to go pick him up, add some veteran leadership to this young group of DBs. But I don't know if he's the guy the Giants would go after, but I'd be a fan if they did win and made that move. Appreciate you, flag spin. Hixie Dust, my dude, what up? Giants LT loves Fox, but we have a decent amount of options at edge rusher. What are your thoughts on him making the roster? Yes, Lawrence Taylor, the GOAT of the New York Football Giants in the NFL, spoke really loudly of Tomon Fox, the undrafted free agent out of North Carolina. LT also went to North Carolina. So maybe there's a little bit of a bias there. Shout out to the Tar Heel Bros. But look, when you're an edge rusher and the GOAT of the edge rushers, Lawrence Taylor, sings the praises of you, I think that's pretty damn cool and definitely noteworthy. I like Tomon Fox a lot. Played 6 years at North Carolina, 47 total games, had like 44 tackles for loss, 30 and a half total sacks. This is someone that produced in college, didn't test that well at his pro day or the NFL Combine. That's why he went undrafted. But look, you come in, prove that you can get after the quarterback, there's definitely a good shot that he could make this roster. After Quincy Roche and Ellerson Smith, there's a good chance to be a backup pass rusher on this team. I think O'Shane Ximines is going to get the boot, and maybe it's for Tomon Fox to make this roster. Appreciate you, Hixie. Cool guy Cam, do you think Julian Love will have a big year as a starter? I do. I think this one Julian Love is going to be known as a worldwide name in the NFL. A fourth-round pick out of Notre Dame. This is someone that can do a little bit of everything in the defensive backfield. He can play slot corner. He can play strong safety. He can play free safety. And in a pinch, if you had to, he could play outside corner. I love the versatility he brings. And I think in this scheme that Martindale's going to run, he's really going to thrive in that. He can be your single high free safety. He can come and be that slot corner. He can be your third safety as well if you want Dane Belton to get reps. I like Julian Love a lot. I love the talent he has and the way he plays the game. He's a hard worker. He's a leader. And I think this year he will become a household name in the NFL as a starting safety for the New York Football Giants. I'm all in on Julian Love having a breakout season. But give me a guy on the Giants you think is going to break out. Is it going to be Julian Love, Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay, Quincy Roche, Tay Crowder? There's a lot of guys you could go with. I think Xavier McKinney is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. But I do think Julian Love is also going to have a big year. But I want to hear from you Giants fans. What player do you think is going to have a breakout season? And if you haven't done it yet, what are you waiting for? Go down right now, hit that big red button, and turn on your notifications. Because look, we started a first commenter club, and the same guy keeps on winning every single time. I want someone to defeat him. So turn on your notifications, join the first commenter club, and look, free daily videos around the latest Giants news and rumors. If you haven't yet, hit that big red button. Help us get to 9,000 subscribers. It's awesome to say. 9,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Anthony Raza, what up, bro? I see Gates being a tragedy to our cap. cap, I think he will be cut. Yes, if you cut Nick Gates, it would save about $2.5 million. He had that gruesome injury last year where nobody knew at the time if he would ever be able to play in the NFL again. That's how gruesome of an injury it is. Supposedly he's ahead of schedule, but I really don't see him playing football this year. And that's not an injury that you rush back from. He's a good player. He's a leader. He's a badass. He was a captain for the team. He's just one of those gritty guys that you love to have in this locker room. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's just a business decision. Business is business. It's strictly financial. And if you can save $2.5 million by cutting a player that's not even going to be on the roster this year, sometimes you got to make tough decisions, and that might be one for Joe Schoen. I also want to tell you guys about a new feature that YouTube is rolling out, and it is now on Giants Now. It's called a Super Thanks. It's like super chatting, like my guy Tutu has done in the live show. But you can also now technically super chat or super thanks on videos that aren't live. It's right here, about right under me. It's the heart icon with the money sign in the middle. You can click on it, send a donation. It goes a long way to support the channel. We got a lot of mouths to feed, and it lets YouTube know that you appreciate the content that we do out. And look, everybody that super thanks from now and going forward, I will put your super thanks on screen. And if you have a question, just comment it in the comment section, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out and get your comment on every single show that you super thanks on. So if you want to show some love, people always ask me, yo, Marsh, how can I support the channel? You can super thanks, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. There's a lot of different ways. If you want to super thanks, I'd appreciate it very much. Pimpin' ain't easy. What a name. Pimpin' ain't easy. Who do you think is the biggest threat in the NFC East? To the Giants? Pains me to say it, but I do think the Dallas Cowboys right now have the most complete roster in the NFC East. And that's mainly because I think they have the best quarterback of the group of four. I think if you had to make power rankings today, it would be Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commanders. But look, in the NFC East, we know it's one of the craziest divisions in NFL history, and any team can win it. So I want to ask you guys this question. Who will win the NFC East this year? Do you think it's going to be the Cowboys? Type C. Do you think it's going to be Washington? Type W. If you think it's the Eagles? Type E. And if you haven't put G in the comments section right now, you might be an Eagles fan. So if you think the Giants are going to win it, or you want the Giants to win the NFC East, just spam G in the comment section right now. Tutu, another super chat. NYG 11-6 next season, and forget about it. I love it, man. Look, 11-6, that would be best case scenario. I said the ceiling for the Giants was 10-7. I predicted 9-8. Look, the schedule's easy. According to win totals in Vegas for the 2022 NFL season, the Giants have the easiest strength of schedule. So would I be surprised if they win 11-6? Yes, but it's definitely doable for sure. Tutu, I appreciate you, bro. You're a real one. Joseph Dotson, do you think KT will get traded? KT, are you talking about Kayvon Thibodeau or Kadarius Toney? I'm assuming Kadarius Toney. No, I do not think Toney will be traded. Joe Schoen was asked by Pat Leonard a couple of weeks ago, are you guys shopping Kadarius Toney? And he said no. So I'm going to take Joe Schoen's word for it. I trust Joe Schoen. He finally is the guy that's come into this organization and made me a believer in the brain trust of the Giants. And I don't think trading Kadarius Toney is a move that he's going to make. Look, is he a little bit of a knucklehead? Sure. He's a kid, so give him a break. Look, but if he's not going to come to voluntary workouts and voluntarily make the Giants better, because that's what you do when you show up to voluntary events, I have a problem with that. Does that mean I want to trade him? No, I just want him to clean up his act a little bit. Last question on today's show, Senior Giants. Do you think this is Saquon's last year with the Giants? Saquon Barkley is on the last year of his deal. If the Giants were to trade him at the NFL trade deadline, they'd save $7.2 million. But look, he's in a very similar boat as Daniel Jones. As a competitor, you can control what you can control. You want the ball in your court, and that's what Saquon Barkley has this year. If he goes out and does what he did his rookie year, when he had almost 2,000 total all-purpose yards, had 15 total touchdowns, 90 receptions, he will be back with the New York Football Giants. But if he did what he did last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, most likely this will be his last year. I love Saquon Barkley. I have a Saquon Barkley jersey. I want him to be good. Because if he's good, this offense will be better. Barkley has the potential to be the best running back in the NFL, in my opinion. He does everything at an elite level. It's just time for him to put it all together. Another year following the ACL rehab, I think he's going to be stronger, quicker, and faster, and he's going to be playing behind the best O-line he has yet in the NFL. Do I think he's going to be on the roster next year? I really don't know. If I could type M for maybe, sure, you can do that as well. But I want you to make the tough decision right now. Should the Giants re-sign Saquon Barkley? Type Y for yes, type N for no, and I appreciate everyone that's clicked on today's video. You're a real one.